Welcome to the Explainer. Today, we're jumping into Amazon's AI coding assistant, Amazon Q Developer. Now, you might think getting started is just, a simple extension install, but hold on. There are actually two completely different paths you can take, and the choice you make right at the beginning, well, it changes everything. Let's break it down.
Okay, so let's get right to the heart of it. To get started with Amazon Q, you have to answer one huge question right up front. Are you a solo coder just working on your own stuff, or are you a team leader and administrator setting this up for a whole group of people? Seriously, your answer sends you down one of two totally separate paths. All right, first up, let's look at path number one. This is for the individual developer. Let's imagine a persona we'll call Alex. Alex is just hacking away on personal projects, maybe trying out some new technology, and really just wants to get up and running with Amazon Q as fast as humanly possible. No fuss. For Alex, this whole journey kicks off with something called an AWS Builder ID. The best way to think of this is like your own personal, super easy-to-get gym membership, but for Amazon Q. It's a free account, totally separate from a big, full-blown AWS account, and it's designed for one thing: getting you coding with Q inside your IDE or on the command line pronto. But this is where we hit a really important trade-off. On one hand, the Builder ID is awesome. It's free, it's simple to sign up, but, and this is a big but, it has some major limitations. You can't use Q in the AWS console, and even if you pay to upgrade to the Pro tier, you only get higher usage limits. You do not get the really powerful Pro features, like code customizations. So for our solo developer Alex, the process is ridiculously simple. It's really just 3 steps. 1, sign up for that free Builder ID. 2, install the Qt extension. 3, well, there is no 3, you're pretty much ready to go. Of course, if you start using it a ton and hit the free limits, you can optionally link an AWS account to get that Pro tier for more usage. It's that easy. Okay, let's completely switch gears and talk about our second persona, Brenda. Brenda's a tech lead. She needs to roll out Amazon Q for her entire team. So for her, it's all about control, centralized billing, and getting access to every single powerful feature Q Pro has to offer. Her needs are a world away from Alex's. Brenda's path doesn't use a Builder ID. Instead, she's going to use a core AWS service called IAM Identity Center. So if the Builder ID was that personal gym pass, think of IAM Identity Center as the full-blown corporate wellness program. It's this central hub managed by the company that gives everyone controlled access to all the facilities. In this case, every feature of Amazon Q. And let me be clear, if you want the full, unadulterated power of Amazon Q Pro, this is the only way to get it. This path unlocks everything. We're talking advanced features like customizations, using Q everywhere, IDE, CLI, and the AWS console, plus centralized user management and a slick admin dashboard to see who's using what. This is the real enterprise solution. So, you've decided the team path is for you. Awesome. But your work isn't done yet, not by a long shot. You now have 2 more critical decisions to make that are going to shape how you deploy and manage Q for your entire organization. And getting these right is, well, it's vital. First big choice, where are you going to set up shop? Are you going to enable IAM Identity Center in just a single standalone AWS account, maybe for a small team or just a proof of concept? Or are you going to enable it at the highest level in what's called the AWS Management Account, so you can govern all the accounts in your whole company? And that choice, wow, it makes a huge difference. Choosing a single account creates what's called an account instance. It's simpler, sure, but it has one massive limitation. Your users can't use their Pro subscription inside the AWS console. That's a huge deal. The organization instance, on the other hand, is the AWS best practice. It unlocks everything and is absolutely what you want for any serious enterprise setup. Okay, decision 1 is down. Now for number 2. This one is all about control and following best practices. Do you want to centralize all the Amazon Q subscription management inside that one main management account? Or do you want to distribute that work, letting different teams manage their own users in their own AWS accounts? That centralized approach, it might seem easier. Everything's in one place, right? But it actually goes against a core AWS best practice. The recommended path, the one AWS will tell you to take, is the distributed one. It keeps your main account clean, it delegates responsibility, and it's just way better for security and operations in the long run. So, you've picked your path, you've made your big decisions. And you've subscribed your users. Fantastic! But what now? What does the day-to-day actually look like for an admin? Let's take a quick look at how you'll manage those pro subscriptions.
Now, this is really important, especially for billing. In the Q Developer Console, you'll see user statuses. Someone starts as pending. You are not being billed for them yet. But the moment they use any Amazon Q feature, their status flips to active, and that's when the billing for that month kicks in. It's a great way to manage costs because you're only paying for folks who are actually using it.
It's also kind of cool to peek behind the curtain and see what AWS is doing for you. When you subscribe a team member, AWS just automatically creates a bunch of key resources. You don't have to worry about them too much, but the most important one to know is the Amazon Q developer profile. Think of this as the container that holds all your team settings and customizations. It's the central nervous system for your team's Q experience.
All right, we have gone down two very different roads to get started with Amazon Q Developer. They are built for completely different people with different needs, but they're both powerful. Let's do a quick side-by-side just to nail this down and make the choice crystal clear.
So let's just boil it all down. The Builder ID path, that's for Alex, the solo developer. It is all about speed, simplicity, and getting going on personal projects. You get Q in your IDE and command line, but you give up those advanced features. The IAM Identity Center path, that's for Brenda, the team admin. It's about power, control, and getting the full enterprise-grade, everything-included feature set for the whole organization.
And there you have it. That's our look at getting started with Amazon Q Developer. The key takeaway here is super simple. Match your role to the right setup path from the very beginning. The solo path is all about simplicity. The team path is about power and control. So now that you know, which path is the right one for you? Thanks for watching The Explainer.